This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Thursday, December 26, 2019. The title of this rant is, Can we please stop slut-shaming Elizabeth Warren again? So last week I had to speak out because Morning Joe did a hit piece on her. Today the Washington Post did a hit piece on her. And basically it had to do with some of the inconsistencies in her corporate money policy. And let's just bring it all out right in the front, is that when Elizabeth Warren was running for Senate, 2 times, 2012, 2018, she took corporate money. Yes, she did. And she met, before she announced her candidacy this time around, a couple months before, she did meet with some Wall Street people. And I don't know if she got any money from that. In ways, she also transferred $10 million from her Senate campaign to her presidential campaign, which is legal, and obviously some of that was corporate money. But she basically made the decision. She stood out there on her own and is sticking by it that she will not take any corporate money in the presidential campaign. No special calls, no big donors, none of this other crap. She's sticking her neck out. And of course, they're criticizing, let's just say this, all campaigns have a lot of inconsistencies that go on. Nothing, no, we're all imperfect, you know. But she took a huge risk and she's sticking with it. So again, the Post is slut-shaming her for these minor discrepancies. Let me just point out what the article didn't mention. The article mentioned all of these little, as I said, minor discrepancy types of things. Did it talk about the aspirational aspect of her campaign? Did it talk about the people, the thousands of people who waited in line for hours to get a selfie with her, and how inspired they felt that she stuck around all that time to have a selfie with them? Does it talk at all about how she gets on her knees, leans and talks to little girls and says, you know what? You too can be president. Did they talk anything about that? Did they talk anything about all of her big policies, her concepts, her ideas to get corporate money out of Washington and to take and to have the power of the U.S. government be directed towards the people of the United States and not for big corporations and for, let's just say, the super rich? No, they didn't talk anything about anything like that. Did it talk anything about how aspirational her campaign speeches are? Now let me just go in. And a lot of this, it's like this media needs to take people down, just like they had to go after Hillary. After Hillary's emails all the time. They had so many articles about Hillary's emails, but not shit about what Trump was doing. And I just want to say right now, she's the last woman that's over 10%, I guess. And I think the last thing we need, especially in this election, is another corporatist white guy as president, regardless of the party, because the other white, well, outside of Bernie, those are corporatist white guys. And the media is willing to dig subtly about this with her. And of course, a lot of it has to do with that she's a woman. And sometimes they're completely over the top. Just like I said, they were completely over the top and going after Hillary and her emails. And the press needs to be really called in on this. We have a campaign against a brutal MF guy, and we don't need this petty stuff from, let's just say, corporatist Democrats or ex-Republicans who know that she will try to do as hard as she possibly can all of the things that she is saying in the campaign. And when she's talking about the big things that need to have dramatic changes, increases in the minimum wage, that global climate change is real and we need to address it immediately, that we need to have comprehensive immigration reform, that we need to have firearm safety, we need to have higher taxes on the rich and on corporations. We need to invest heavily in education. These are all big things that need big structural changes to. She's willing to take them on head on without big corporation and big money from individuals. And I applaud her for that. But this is what we're going to see from the press from now on, especially against Elizabeth Warren. And we need to get over that. We need to get on them for that.